2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Let's see some of the numbers here for Paul George.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at the true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton is accustomed to winning. He says anyone that's been around me knows how much I want to win. The goal, first and foremost, is helping change this culture for the better. I'm here for a reason, to make an impact. To go in the right direction, I've got to be a vocal leader and just have fun playing basketball. Kevin?
Well, D.A., clearly he wants to make his mark. Thanks for that report. And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. The perimeter filled up by Leonard and George. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. And for Sacramento, Barnes and Holds holding down the post positions. Fox is out there with Mitchell, and it's Hield in at the 3 spot. So the Clippers win the tip. And here's Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Mitchell passes to Holmes. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Great look, high percentage shot. That's the efficiency you're looking to establish.
Continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
Now, here's Fox. He kicks it to Mitchell. Back to Fox. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's George. That shot is off. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Barnes kicks to Hield. Outside, Fox. Drops in the tray.
This is the next step for Fox. I mean, he's sharpening his outside shot. He's becoming a major threat from there.
Jackson against Fox. Outside, George. Shoots over Fox. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Oh, silky little mid-range there from George. He can really make his shot work from almost anywhere. And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Chalk up 2 there.
How about the strength of Morris shrugging off the D and nailing the shot?
Fox passes to Barnes. Zubac against Hield. The kick out to Barnes. The 3. Kept alive by Sacramento. Holmes can't get it to go in.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
George looking over the floor. Pass to Zubac. Jackson has the open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Jackson's got his second basket of the night. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. To stop the run, holds. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, solid move guy you have to have on your team. Barnes is good at setting up his team.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
At the line for one.
Here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside Leonard. To the paint. Jackson kicks to Zubats. 4 on the clock. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from 3. Boy, how times have changed.
Now, here's Fox. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Healed the pass to Mitchell. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers leading by 4. And George kicks to Leonard. Jackson from long range. Rebound by the Kings. Fox feeling it out a bit. And no good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. A floater. And the rejection by Holmes. Second chance shot. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Sacramento ball.
An opportunity here to bring up a list of players that have been carrying their teams offensively for the last 10 games. The highest scoring small forwards in the league. Paul George on top.
You know, call him whatever you want. The bottom line is he just finds a way to score. And when he gets going, he can tear the rest of the NBA to shreds.
Well, that's one thing we've learned about him. When he gets on a hot streak, it could be a long time before he cools down.
Healed the pass to Holmes.
Switch.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
That
foul.
one on George. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved. And it's not just the athlete. It's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
Both free throws good from Holmes. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the San Antonio Spurs.
They shot the lights out from deep, really stretched out the defense in that one.
Well, nowadays, the three-point shot is huge.
George.
They were firing from
3
outside.
points.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Mitchell outside. Healed against Jackson. Barnes looking around. He had a nice open look right there.
Oh, yeah, we've seen the evolution of Fox as a passer. And with every pass like that, it's obvious how far he's come.
George against Hield. Shoots. Sacramento grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Barnes outside. To the middle. Here's Fox. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Fox has got 5 points so far.
What a fiery competitor. I mean, it's evident that Fox loves taking on intense coverage and converting.
Down low. Here's Zubats. Rebound by Mitchell. The Kings trailing. Outside, Fox. Here's Barnes. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Leonard attacking, and the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
How about the physicality there by Leonard, charging in and through the contact to get that one up.
Now, here's Fox. Guarded closer, and the basket is good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. You know, Greg, thinking about De'Aaron Fox and what's next for him, we know how much he wants to get to the playoffs and contend.
Yeah, I mean, Fox doesn't just want to have impressive regular seasons. This guy, his goal is to get his squad to the postseason. And not only that, he wants a chance to win titles.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Alex Len's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bagley comes in for Harrison Barnes. Davis is checked in for Buddy Hield. Halliburton subbed in for Mitchell. Now here's Bledsoe. They just worked San Antonio in that last game. Kennard against Halliburton.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And they pick up two.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Passes it to Man. Over Davis. And Davis pulls it down. Last game for the Kings, they picked up the W against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
In that kind of environment, every point matters. The bench was a huge reason why they won that one.
So it's the Clippers now. After the Kings pick up two. Kennard, the pass to Man. Back to Kennard. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Inside, here's Len. And the Kings check on two more.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Batum. Dish now to Bledsoe. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that bully ball mentality of Bledsoe, a rugged guard with outstanding body control. Fantastic finish.
Now here's Davis. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And it goes down 2 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Serge Ibaka. That's his first personal
Hey guys,
foul.
what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Kings?
At the line
They've
for
carried
your
out a
Kings.
great game plan in the paint so far, working it down low a lot and getting high percentage looks.
And also, how about the willingness to attack the basket and challenge the defense here tonight?
And that one falls for Davis. Clippers trail by 6. Bledsoe outside. Now the pass to Man. Lets the 3 fly. And he's good on the 3 ball.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
Fox passes to Bagley. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
At the line for
Yeah, Kevin,
your
when it
Kings.
comes to Marvin Bagley, the
Marvin
#2 pick in
Bagley.
the 2018
Taking 2
draft, he was
shots.
selected ahead of Luka Doncic, who was picked 3rd.
He misses the free throw.
And I really think it's important Bagley focuses on his strengths. He shouldn't concentrate on matching Doncic's production.
Yeah, Bagley's a different type of player. I mean, he's a double-double threat with impressive athleticism. He just needs to find a way to stay healthy.
He doesn't get the second one.
Well, Bagley's got some deep basketball roots. His grandfather won gold in 1964. And he was the #2 overall pick in the draft that year.
Kings foul.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the
That's
line.
his first personal foul.
That'll put Serge Ibaka on the line. It's going to go on to
Shooting
Aaron
for
Fox.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles shooting their
Serge
first free throw of the
1 shot.
and it's tied up with that one.
And what's interesting about Ibaka, he's played basketball internationally ever since joining the NBA back in '08. In fact, he won a silver medal with Spain in 2012.
Fox dishes to Bagley. Halliburton for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Halliburton's got 5 points so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Davis against Bledsoe. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Los Angeles ball.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. No good with the triple.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Fox finds Davis. And here's Len, defended by Ibaka. Len, good. Now it's a 5-point Kings lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Batum. Now Kennard. He's covered by Halliburton. Drilled from 11 feet out.
Kennard.
Nice touch from Kennard. I mean, a lethal mid-range shooter when given the chance to let it fly.
Fox against Kennard. Fox kicks to Bagley. 46 seconds left to play in the first. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fox. And the layup is good. 9 points in the game so far.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Fox against Bledsoe. Now here's Kennard. D right on him. Man gets the bucket.
As good as he is at creating his own shot, Kennard is also a solid distributor. Doesn't miss the open man when he spots him.
Some changes for Sacramento.
Terrence
Damian Jones is checked in for Alex Len. And Medu subbed in for Bagley. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Marcus Morris is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Outside, Fox. "11 seconds left in the first. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Fox has got 11 points.
Oh, and look at the strength of Fox. Amazing how he maintains control despite getting roughed up a little bit.
A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for Sacramento. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Sacramento leading by 4. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Batum. Kennard is out there with Bledsoe. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Mann in at the 3 spot. Halliburton against Kennard. Fox with the steal. Over Bledsoe. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
But you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Here's Fox. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Fox has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Kings. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Bledsoe passes to Batum. Here's Kennard. Got a hand on it. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Medu. Over Kennard. A nice shot by Medu. Medu's got the lead up to 8 now for the Kings. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mann. Count that bucket. Mann's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, we've seen more of this recently from Fox, a confident, efficient offensive player who looks to score often.
Los Angeles calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Fans, your 916 crew.
And some changes here for the Kings. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Terrence Davis. Buddy Hield comes in for Halliburton. And it's Mitchell in for Fox. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Paul George comes in for Mann. Leonard, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Eric Bledsoe. And it's good for 2. That's 7 points for Paul George.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
Defended by Jones. And the 3 off target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Mitchell passes to Medu. Jones against Zubac. To the inside. Here's Mitchell. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
The Kings have shot 67% from the line tonight, going for 6.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Metu. And that one misses. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
Barnes passes to Hield. Now here's Holmes. Pass to Hield. Takes a 3. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And George kicks to Jackson. Back to George. And the pass to Zubac. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Holmes. Kings leading now by 10. Now, here's Mitchell. He had 10 points in the win against Golden State.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Kings have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. Clippers trail by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Zubac the pass to George. Back to Zubac. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
With the ability to make plays from the wing, Paul George is a complete offensive player.
On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Leonard. Barnes against George. Up top, Zubac. Here's Leonard. And the lead is down inside single digits. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. It also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Checked in for the Kings. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And the rejection by Holmes. Here's Mitchell. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, and when there's an open man, Jackson finds him, making it look very easy.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Kings. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Has to Hield. And Holmes now top of the key. Feeds to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. Over George. And the shot is long. Clippers trail by 7. A 3 from Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
Here's George. He's coming off a 31-point game against San Antonio.
While he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
Kings leading now by 4. The feed to Barnes. Sinks that one from the post.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
George against Barnes. Misses the 3. For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
Turnovers haven't been a problem for them so far, but they didn't do a very good job taking care of the ball like that.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for the Kings. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Mitchell against Jackson. And Batum kicks to Leonard. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Mitchell. And it's sent back by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks.
And you look at Harrison Barnes shooting, it's clear he's all about efficiency.
He wants to make the most out of every touch, and he's doing just that by shooting consistently. He's clearly put in the work to dial in his shot and limit wasted opportunities.
The Kings making a switch here. Halliburton's checked in. That's good from Barnes.
But at this stage of his career, Barnes knows who he is. He's a glue guy. He does a bit of everything out there.
Nobody near George. sinks the triple. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
Mitchell against Jackson. Puts it up from 15. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got his third basket of the night right there.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Outside Batum. There's the three. No good that time.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
That's a 2 from Barnes. That shot missing, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard dishes to Ibaka. Batum passes to Leonard. Inside, George. Bagley with the block.
They need that kind of defensive impact from Bagley. I mean, he's using his size and length to force opponents to be aware of him at that end of the floor.
Mitchell against Jackson. Outside, Bagley.
2 minutes.
Passes it to Halliburton. 6 to shoot. 14 feet away. The rebound by Ibaka. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. 6-point game. And Leonard gets it to go.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Mitchell passes to Halliburton. We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that's now 9 points for Harrison Barnes.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
To the middle. Here's Ibaka. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside the length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Sacramento making some changes. That's who's checked in for Len. Terrence Davis comes in for Barnes. And it's Fox in for Mitchell. And then for Los Angeles, Mann's checked in for Paul George. Luke Kennard comes in for Leonard. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Ibaka hits both of them.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Now Fox. A 14-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
Bledsoe looking around. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Davis. Offensive rebound. And that one drops. Mann's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Fox with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. And it's Fox with the jam.
And once Fox has some speed behind him, it's a wrap. I mean, he's superb at using it to dunk.
Kennard with the ball. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Hits the front of the rim and out. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much with Luke Walton. Luke, obviously a big game. How's your team doing so far?
They were great. They were locked in. That's what I wanted to see, the possession-by-possession type of mentality following a game plan. I'm real happy with the mental preparation we have right now.
They are following the script, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Barnes and Holds holding down the post positions. Fox is out there with Mitchell, and it's Hield in at the three, the small forward. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. And it's Holmes off the drop. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The Kings have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Holmes. Clippers trail by 8. And here's Jackson. And George, here we go. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
That's his first personal
Solid
foul.
play there from PG, absorbing the
the line for the
contact,
Clippers.
but staying with that
Paul
shot
George.
for the and one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
That's good from George.
And I still think back to the leap George made in the 2012-2013 season. He won Most Improved Player that year. It was amazing how he put it all together. He went from a very good player to a superstar.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings currently have the league's longest playoff drought. De'Aaron Fox was 8 years old the last time they made the postseason. And he says this is the most passionate fan base. So let's be special and dig out of this hole. As competitors, we want to win right now, but we know that we're building something. Kevin,
Well, they've got the right attitude and close to a breakthrough, many people think. David, thanks. Mitchell against Leonard. Pass to George. And Zubac picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And this is one of those nights where George came in aggressive and stayed that way. He's been incredible.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside, Fox. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
I really enjoyed watching De'Aaron Fox blossom into a leader over the first few seasons in the league.
All that comes with confidence. He has emerged as a star player, and he's become more and more assertive as a teammate. That's when it got obvious that he's a player you can build a franchise with.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Fox finds Hield. Kings moving the ball around. Back to Mitchell. Steps back and fires. No good off the back of the rim.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Zubac against Holmes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
All the officials are all over that.
Second team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Clippers. Ivica Zubac taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Oh, that's a nice play from Barnes. Putting enough pressure on the D that time, and they were forced to foul and give him a chance at the line.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Zubac. Barnes hits them both. And here's Los Angeles. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Mitchell against Leonard. It's stolen by Hield. Takes the 3. Here's Holmes. Goes back up. He lays it in. Holmes got 11 points.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after the 4 straight misses to start the half.
George against Hield. A 3 ball. And Marcus Morris with the 3. He has 5.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
but it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Barnes, right side. Unloads. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Hard to play that any better defensively. At times, Barnes makes hard shots from this area.
Jackson kicks to George. Guarded by Fox. Rebound by the Kings.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Kings lead by 1.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Outside Leonard. The pass to Jackson. Shoots over Holmes. Tries again. And it's Ibaka with the bucket inside. Ibaka's got 7.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds is something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Fox, the bounce pass. To the paint. And George with his stuff.
A ferocious player in transition. George takes full advantage of the fast break when given the opportunity.
Heel, the pass to Fox. On the wing, Barnes. And the turnover again by Sacramento.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Kings making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Bledsoe's checked in. Barnes against George. He dishes it to Jackson. Guarded by Holmes. Here's Ibaka. Count the basket and the foul. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
At times in his career, Ibaka has looked out of control when forced to finish through defenders. That time keeps his poise and reaps the benefits.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Clippers.
If you want to see how efficient the offense is running, a great stat to look at is points off assist. And they've gotten a ton of assists throughout this game.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Here's Fox. He's got 19. And they get it, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Jackson against Jones. Bledsoe dishes to George. Covered by Heel. Clock at 6. Yes, that goes in. George has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
Outside, Fox. In the corner, Holmes with it. Ibaka against Fox. Over Ibaka. And the rejection by Ibaka. And he stays with it.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
Halliburton for 3. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bledsoe kicks to Jackson. Pass to George. Takes it inside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. field outside. To end the cold streak, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Hill.
Yeah, we've seen Hill take a leap, becoming a more confident and assertive scorer and a leader for this team.
And some changes here for the Kings. Alex Lenz checked in for Jones. Marvin Bagley comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Terrence Davis in for De'Aaron Fox. Mans checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for Reggie Jackson. Both free throws good from Hill.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Bledsoe passes to Kennard. A three-pointer, no good. The Kings trail by 6. Selected with the 12th overall pick back in 2020, Chris. Tyrese Halliburton was ready to play in the league from day one.
Well, that's what you get when you take a guy like Tyrese. He played 2 years in college, a rarity these days. And his game is made for the league. A long guard at 6'5", handle the rock, pass it, shoot it. Just quality.
Another shot. And Len with the lay-in. Good. Len's got 6.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
They get it back.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Halliburton against Kennard. And he gets the bucket. And now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. Mitchell is checked in for Terrence Davis. Zubats is checked in for Los Angeles. Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 7 for the tie, and the layup is up and in. Halliburton's got it all tied up now for the Kings.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Charity stripe shot. That one falls.
The defender's in position to contest, but Bledsoe not one to turn down a challenge.
Here's Mitchell. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Alex Len, shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good. L.A. has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Bledsoe outside. This one for 3. Rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Healed from outside. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight.
And Hill is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the pass. The D can't afford to play off of him.
Outside, George. From outside the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. George has got 25 points.
Knocks down his second 3 of the half. I mean, he had 2 of them in the first half also. Doing some solid work from deep.
Here's Mitchell. Can't hit that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And George gets it to go. George has got 17 points here in the second half.
Working hard for those 2 points. PG can score from just about anywhere on the floor.
Mitchell passes to Halliburton. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Bledsoe passes to Mann. Dishes it to George. Over Halliburton. Again, Los Angeles.
And just a beast of a scorer. Give George these kinds of looks, and he typically knocks him down.
Outside, Bagley. Passes it to Halliburton. A three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers in the lead. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And there's Paul George on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got his third assist on the night. Healed outside. Just 5 to shoot. From the arc. Off the mark. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Right back after this break. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue.
You gotta make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right? They're gonna try to help and tag. You gotta make the right play, finish, or make the right pass, all right?
Well, you know what, Greg? You gotta like what Coach Ty Lue is saying, telling his guys to take what they see.
I mean, keep it simple. Don't rush it. Let's just stay focused. Really good advice.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Bledsoe is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Kings, Alex Len. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento. And the second free throw, good. Here's George. In the corner, Kennard with it. The three-pointer is right on target.
And he's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do it, though.
Halliburton against Kennard. Halliburton passes to Mitchell. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Mann's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You know, with Kennard, he can do things other than shoot. I mean, and that helps open up the 3-ball for him.
Down low, Paul George with the steal. Kennard up top. He's covered by Halliburton. Kennard, the pass to Mann. Kicks to Bledsoe. Just 5 on the clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Barnes outside. And he drives in. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on George.
Oh, I like the opportunistic energy from Barnes right there, really putting the defense in a challenging situation.
Shooting for Sacramento, Harrison Barnes. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Mitchell. And then for Los Angeles, Leonard, he's checked in for Terrence Mann. And it's Jackson in for Eric Bledsoe. Barnes hits them both. Los Angeles leading by 9. Outside, George. Halliburton with the steal. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And good that time.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, and that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Inside. And Jackson gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 9.
He's not the biggest guy on the court, but Jackson doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. He'll take a knock as long as he can get his points out of it.
It's Fox with the drive.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Third team. At the line for your Kings, De'Aaron Fox. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, Fox.
What sticks out about Fox is his speed. He's one of the fastest guys in the game at both ends of the floor.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Fox hits them both. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Jackson from long range makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Len dishes to Fox. Driving to the basket. And he makes good on the layup. 23 points for De'Aaron Fox.
He's fearless when it comes to attacking, scoring on the move. Fox has great body control and composure on his drives.
George passes to Ibaka.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit. Turnovers weren't a story for them early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Jones checked in for the Kings. The Kings trail by 8. Outside, Fox to the paint. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Fox.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
On the wing, Jackson. And Jones sends it back.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
And it's Halliburton missing. Clippers leading by 6. And here's George for 3. Kept alive.
And when you have a big man like Ibaka who has the athleticism to get to the ball and convert on the putback like that, that's a luxury.
Halliburton finds Len. And here is Fox. Barnes passes to Len. Jones trying to get open. Len, good.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. Tries from 10, and he nails the jumper.
Kawhi Leonard.
And the Clippers lead by 8.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
The pass to Len. Knocks it loose. Stolen by George. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Knocked away. Halliburton with the steal. Outside, Fox. With the drive. Basket good. Fox has got 6 here in this quarter.
Wow, excellent concentration. I mean, when Fox is determined to score, it's tough for the defense to shake.
Jackson dishes to George. Buries it down low. George has got 33.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Jackson against Fox. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Come on, you talk about resiliency. I mean, Fox felt the contact but refused to back down.
Sacramento making a switch here. Fields checked in, and the Clippers with the change here too. Ibaka's checked in.
At the line for your Kings, De'Aaron Fox. 1 shot.
Free throw good, Fox.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Clippers leading by 5. Now Jackson. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Here's Jackson. Count it, good.
Reggie Jackson.
And the Clippers lead by 7.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch, or what? 3 or 4 here in the 4th.
Jackson against Fox. Halliburton outside. 5 on the clock. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, and when the game is tight, you can see why they go to him. And by the way, where was the defense on that play?
Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Timeout called by the Kings. Paul George really making a difference here.
They got to start guarding him out to about 28 feet because he's killing from long range.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponents.
Thanks, David. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. So it'll be Alex Len. That's on Reggie Jackson.
That's his third personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Alex Len at the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Len. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside Jackson. Over Len. The Clippers get another chance here. And the bucket is right there.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
It's Fox with the drive. Lays it up off the glass. Fox has got 11 in the second half.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Leonard looking over the floor. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
You know, it's easy to see why Leonard is so dominant as a defender. If you've ever seen the man's hands, the claw nickname is not an exaggeration.
Leonard hits them both. Mitchell with it. Healed outside. Len passes to Fox. Over Jackson. And it's off the back rim. No good. Los Angeles leading by 6. Ibaka outside. Open shot. George hits the jumper in space. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
And, boy, he's got terrific feel on that jump shot. That's how George knocks down those catch-and-shoot jumpers in the blink of an eye.
Count the basket.
He's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
George against Hield. Ibaka right side. The 8-footer. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Len kicks to Hield. Stolen by Jackson. George with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Jackson from long range. Sacramento grabs the miss. Fox has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hield outside. To the inside. Here's Barnes. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Look at the fortitude on Barnes. They've got to give him a bucket here. He wants to be the one to get it for him. No fear at all.
Leonard against Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 24 points.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 6. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter of this one. .157 left in the fourth quarter. Healed against George. That's a 2 from Barnes. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Jackson down low. Covered by Hield. And Jackson gets it to go.
Oh, and Jackson is very gifted at finishing through aggressive defense. Just a master at controlling his body.
Ibaka against Hield. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. George against Hield. Outside, George. Jackson in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. No good there. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
And that's the experience of Barnes helping him here. He's used to stepping up in huge moments.
Hield against George. No good there with the step-back J. And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. They trail by 6. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, it looks like Barnes is in his bag today. He's well-rounded skill set. Isn't easy to keep up with.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Alex Len.
Into the lineup for your Kings.
A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
That's his second personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Paul George, taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And no mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
So it's Sacramento.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're behind by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Look who's coming out onto the court. Come on, get loud for your 916 crew. Fans, your 916 crew.
29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Healed against George. Fires the three. Healed, can't hit.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on.
That's his first personal
And he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
At the line for two.
Two shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
As a kid, Jackson saw a lot of the world. His dad was in the Air Force, so he lived in Italy, England, North Dakota, Florida, Colorado. He was all over the place.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Coming onto the floor for the Clippers.
And here is Johnson. And so Los Angeles takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kawhi. The defense, of course, keyed in on slowing you down tonight, but your teammates stepped up. How important is that for you?
It feels great, you know. That's what a championship team is about. You know, when your star's not going or they double teaming you, then you got other guys knocking down big shots like they did tonight.
The others came correct, man, and you got the dub. Congrats. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.